Autoline on the Road from CES is brought to you by Mitsubishi Electric. Make the move to mobility. Magna, science fiction thinking, automotive reality. And by Bosch, invented for life.
Johan Youngworth is the Chief Digital Officer at the Volkswagen Group. He's also known as JJ. And JJ, boy, you've got an exciting job right now, and you just completed this deal with Aurora, this new startup in autonomy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so for me it's important to bring self-driving vehicles to market quickly and broadly and of course safely. And as a team, together with Aurora, they focus on the self-driving system technology stack, and we focus on the products, on urban pods, urban shuttles, on our self-driving vehicles development, on fleet operations, on mobility providing, for the cities and for the people in the cities. So our plan is in the next very few years, by 2021, to actually launch the first self-driving vehicles, all-electric vehicles, in the first, let's say, 2 to 5, like a handful of cities. And then it's about scale, it's about scaling to 50, 500, 5,000. And we want to be ideal partners for the cities with mobility as a service, ride-hailing, ride-pooling, and all kinds of services to serve all needs of anyone.
Volkswagen has already shown an autonomous vehicle, Cedric.
Yes.
Is this adding technology to it, or is there changes in the plans, or explain what's going on?
So this is actually solving the self-driving system, or bringing the self-driving system for Cedric, for our Cedric urban pod and a whole family of vehicles of kind of Cedric urban shuttles, what we would also call kind of a mobile mailbox station or so to move goods around and bring packages to people's home, all the way to potentially trucks without a cabin, because you don't need a cabin if you don't have a driver. And yes, so we are actually now integrating the technology in our first Moya shuttle, which we introduced just now in December, actually, in the first cities in Germany, and actually integrating the self-driving system also into some other production vehicles to really start the testing. So for me, it's really important that we go into like high double-digit number of vehicles, current production vehicles, this year to actually test the self-driving system and do this development together with Aurora, and then triple-digit number of vehicles next year in 2019, four-digit numbers in 2020, and then actually starting production in 2021.
Okay, you mentioned starting in Germany. What are your plans for the rest of the world?
So we will also start actually half of the fleet for this year here in the U.S., first in Silicon Valley around Palo Alto, and all Silicon Valley, because that's also one of the headquarters or one of the two headquarters of Aurora, and they have actually a fleet of vehicles already testing their self-driving system in that area.
And China, what are your plans? Because Volkswagen plays such a huge role in the Chinese market.
Yes, so China is very, very important for us. And actually last year when we introduced Cedric, we also brought it to Shanghai Auto Show. The response rate was so great. It was so awesome. So people also in China are actually asking for mobility as a service solutions. And we also discussed it with several potential partners. Clearly, we are looking at a global solution also for China. So this is important. And at the end of the day, it is also about regulation. I do think that the United States, having passed now the first self-driving vehicles law through the House, hopefully by the middle of next year or so, we'll see how that goes. It can pass through the Senate in Congress. Then actually all of us, OEMs, could actually ask for permission to actually deploy up to like 100,000 self-driving vehicles in the U.S. here in the market, which would be awesome.
But you really see this as transportation as a service, right? You're not necessarily thinking about selling autonomous cars in showrooms, or what are the plans?
So initially, since also the technology, comes at a certain cost and a price, we actually believe that it's the right thing to do to integrate this into mobility as a service vehicles and have these large fleets of vehicles, And I actually have this Volkswagen One button with me here, which actually has GPS. It has a communications module. It has a compass. You just push this button and the next Cedric shows up at your door. It knows where you are. It knows who you are. It has all your profile stored. And, this is so simple. You can even give this to a kid. You can give this to the blind people, who might not operate a smartphone or so, or others. So this is mobility for all. at the push of a button. This is our vision.
This is fantastic. I've not seen that before. How are you going to brand this then? I
Yes.
mean, is there going to be an Audi button, a Volkswagen button, and so on and so forth?
So we are not completely disclosing that yet. There will be several vehicles, like urban pods, Cedric, shuttles. We showed the Audi icon at Frankfurt Auto Show. This, beautiful lounge, premium, even luxury concept. And so there will be several products from several of our brands. And then we have Moya as our mobility services brand, actually offering the mobility services in these cities, where we go with our self-driving electric fleets. So, stay tuned as we, have more to communicate about the brands and which vehicles will be, deployed and developed by which brands. We will let you know.
Very good, JJ. I'll take you up on that, but thanks for your time right now.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mitsubishi Electric can help you build heart-racing, awe-inspiring products with the quality you expect, exactly as designed, faster than you thought possible. We are Mitsubishi Electric. You know us for our quality. Get to know us for our innovation.